Welcome back to my channel Knowledge Chronicle.
Have you ever wondered why we say the population of India instead of just saying the people in India? Or what makes a population different from just a group of individuals? Welcome back to Knowledge Chronicle, your favorite stop for clear, engaging, and complete educational content. Today, we begin an exciting new series, Populations Part 1, where we uncover the core concepts of population ecology. This is going to be informative, packed with examples, and explained just like a friend would, so stay with me till the end. And yes, Part 2 is coming very soon, just after this one. So don't forget to hit the bell icon. Let's dive in. What is a population? In nature, you'll rarely find a species living in total isolation. Instead, they usually live in groups within a specific area, use similar resources, may interbreed, and together, they form what we call a population. For example, all lotus plants in a pond, all rats in an abandoned house, teak trees in a forest, bacteria on a culture plate. These are all populations, even if they reproduce asexually. Now, you might ask, why is population important in ecology? Because natural selection, the force that drives evolution, acts not on individuals but on populations. So, understanding populations helps us understand how species evolve, how they survive environmental changes, and even how ecosystems remain balanced. Population attributes. Now, an individual organism may be born or may die, but a population has something more. It has attributes. Let's break them down. 1. Birth rate or natality. This is the number of births per individual per unit time. Example, if a pond had 20 lotus plants last year and this year there are 28, that means 8 new plants were added. Birth rate equals 8 divided by 20, which is 0.4 offspring per lotus per year. 2. Death rate or mortality. This is the number of deaths per individual per unit time. Example, if 4 fruit flies die in a population of 40 in 1 week, death rate equals 4 divided by 40, or 0.1 per fruit fly per week. 3. Sex ratio. It shows the proportion of males to females in the population. Example, a population might have 60% females and 40% males. This ratio is key in predicting future population growth, especially in sexually reproducing species. 4. Age distribution. Populations are not made up of individuals of the same age. The age structure or age pyramid divides individuals into pre-reproductive, reproductive, and post-reproductive stages. Example, a triangle-shaped age pyramid suggests a growing population, while a bell shape shows stability, and an inverted triangle means decline. So, this is technically called population density and is denoted by N. Basically, it's the number of individuals per unit area or volume. Now, you might think, hey, counting the total number of individuals is always best. But, well, not always. Let me explain. If a field has 200 Parthenium plants and just one big banyan tree, simply saying the banyan's population is 1 would be kinda misleading. That one tree actually plays a huge ecological role. In such cases, we measure biomass or percent cover to estimate density. Or like, take bacteria in a petri dish. Do we count them one by one? No, of course not. Instead, we use colony size, or sometimes just relative density, like the number of fish caught per net. Oh, and here's a fun fact. The tiger census in India is not based on sightings. It's actually done using pug marks and fecal droppings. Population growth, yeah, it's actually pretty dynamic. A population size doesn't stay the same. It constantly changes due to 4 main processes. Natality, which is basically births. Mortality, that's deaths. Immigration, which means individuals coming in, and emigration, individuals leaving. So if you want to figure out the population at the next time step, it's births plus immigration minus deaths minus emigration. For example, if a forest is being newly colonized, immigration might boost the population more than births. But most of the time, it's the birth and death rates that matter the most. Now let's explore how populations actually grow over time. First up, exponential growth. When resources are unlimited, populations grow fast and unchecked. Mathematically, it's written as dn by dt equals Rn. Here, R is the intrinsic rate of natural increase, N is the population size, and dn by dt is the change in population per unit time. For example, the Norway rat has an R value of 0.015, the flower beetle has 0.12, and in 1981, India's human population had an R of 0.0205. The result? You get this classic J-shaped curve showing rapid growth. Remember that old chessboard story? The king who bet on doubling rice grains per square ended up owing more rice than existed in the entire kingdom. That's exponential growth in action right there. But, well, in real life, resources are limited. So populations eventually slow down. They actually go through a few phases. First, there's the lag phase, which is a slow start. Then acceleration, with rapid growth, followed by deceleration, where things slow down. And finally, the asymptote, where it levels off. This whole process is called logistic growth, and it forms what's known as an S-shaped or sigmoid curve. The equation for this is dn by dt equals Rn times k minus n over k, where k is the carrying capacity, the maximum population the environment can actually handle. It's kind of like how there's a limit to how many people a room can hold. Nature too has its limits. Finally, not all species reproduce in the same way. Some have these one-time big events, while others go for multiple small ones. For example, Pacific salmon and bamboo breed only once, but birds and mammals breed many times. Oysters release millions of tiny offspring, while elephants have just a few well-developed babies. Each strategy is shaped by ecological conditions, like predators, climate, or competition. And that's pretty much everything about population attributes and growth. This is part 1 of our series on populations. In the next part, we'll explore population interactions, survivorship curves, and population regulation. It's coming up soon. So yeah, don't go anywhere. If you found this helpful, your one like, share, and subscribe will help us create more valuable content just for you. Until next time, this is Knowledge Chronicle, signing off with learning that lasts.